There are multiple ways of earning. Oh, okay. Okay. So for the three ways of earning, do you actually know that some of us in this business, apart from the whole direct referral and matching bonus, we are paid on the 15th of every month? Do you know that? Are you actually aware that in this business, some of us were actually paid every 15th just because of the rank that we've gotten into? That's it. So every 15th like this now, 15th is like in 5 days' time now. We already know that at least 70,000, 80,000, some people 300, some people 1 million, some people 3 million, 4 million, depending on your rank. We get that every 15th. It's constant. That's what we will call our salary in the business. We know that we are paid that. Why? Because we've advanced in rank. Do you want to enjoy that? Yes, I know you want to enjoy that. No problem. I will let you know how you can enjoy that. Now, to drastically increase your income. Now, normally, just like what I said, you are just making two ways of earning. With two ways of earning, what you are making in a month, let's say it's 400,000, or let's say 300,000. But because you are not enjoying all these other ways of earning, normally you'll be making 1 million. But because you're not enjoying all these other ways of earning, you can't make that. Your cap, that's what you're just making is 400,000. Maybe normally what you're making in a month is just 100,000. But because of these other ways of earning that you're not enjoying, normally you're meant to be making 250,000. But because you're not enjoying all these other ways of earning, all you're making is just 100,000, which is just what? A mega amount, which is just nothing. So can you see why with this you can drastically increase in income when you advance in rank? Now, to encourage your teammate growth, that's the beautiful thing about this thing. You get to advance in rank more as your teammates grow. No problem. I would explain it so that you can understand. I hope you are writing down, hope you are jotting things down because all these things are critical. The knowledge you don't have, that's why most times people that are not here, if they are not listening to it live, they will not understand. And most of these things, they will pain you because the fact is, imagine you already brought 10 people and you did not teach them all these things. You'll not be like, wow, I could have actually already entered silver executive role. But because I did not know, so you're telling me that every month I could actually be making 40,000, even as a silver executive at that rank, and even at that level of silver executive that I am. So it means in a year, I actually already wasted 480,000. Yes, you wasted 480,000 because that 480,000 that was meant to be given to you, if you did not do a certain thing called PMA, you will not make it. So most of you, maybe you're actually meant to be making even 25,000 every month. But because you did not do PMA, you will not make that. So most of you will be like, I'm not making money in this business. It's because of the knowledge that you don't have. Just like what I said, like what some people say, info, laugh info. That means the information that you have or the information that you get is what you will use to skyrocket, is what you will use to advance. And when you don't have this thing, you don't have that knowledge, trust me, there's no way you'll be able to move. Now, to be able to build your health, how do we build our health? When you get all these products, now when you order the products, like now I will talk about it. I'll talk about the products point so that you can understand better and understand according to context. So when you order, because to advance in rank, you have to do what we call PME. PME is personal monthly achievement. Some of you might want to write it, but I know most of my leaders already understand what PME is and they know what PME is. So PME means personal monthly achievement. So at this point, I would actually have to be slower in talking because now I'll be saying critical things. So it's not like the first presentation. The first presentation is actually a presentation that we do fast, we do with sense of urgency. But when it comes to stuff like this, we actually get to be slower and we get to say it in depth so that it's going to be able to enter to enter your faculty. Now, this is it to build your health. Now, when we order products, when we want to do maintenance, when we want to do personal monthly achievement, those are the two words. You might hear monthly maintenance, you might hear personal monthly achievement. Every product has points. We'll talk about that. So all these products, just like what we know, the C24/7, the Colidus, they are health products, and all this, when you use them, they build your health. How? They are supplements. So with this now, I don't get to fall sick. I can't remember last time I actually fell sick. So normally, if it was not because of the power outage, I would have shown you my products. Like I even have, I don't know if you can hear the sound. So I have my complete Python energizer here that I use. I have my choco box. Last week, I still bought coffee and my choco. How? Because I need better health. I don't want to ever fall sick. I don't want to have cold. I don't want to have cough. I don't want to have catarrh. Most of you, all those malaria and everything I have is because you're not using our product. And it's because you are not advancing in rank. Because when you want to advance in rank and you order this product, you have no choice than to use them. Don't worry, I'll explain so that I will not be explaining outside the context. Do you understand? Now, for recognition at Alliance events, trust me, if you are not yet a silver executive, nobody knows you in Alliance. That's just the truth. And that's why when you enter silver executive, even the company celebrates you. So now I want to ask you a question because I think I talked about it yesterday. What's the official Facebook name of AIM Global? What's the official Facebook name of AIM Global? What's the official Facebook name of AIM Global? The page. of AIM Global Nigeria. What's the Facebook name? I want to know if you followed me yesterday. So I want you to type it in the chat box. What's the Facebook name? AIM, no, AIM, not AIM Global Talks, not AIM Global Talks. AIM Talks, not AIM Talks. AIM Nigeria Talks. Okay. So I think that's our strategy. Okay, AIM Nigeria Talks. That's good. Thank you so much. So much. So the person that won it is actually someone that should know it. So I was not expecting maybe the people that actually like the people that get to do our presentation. So maybe if someone else actually did it, I would have thought of something. Actually, I did not say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, but I would have thought of something. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, now, so for recognition at a last event, this is number one. Just like what I was saying. Number one, if you don't enter civil executive, nobody knows you. That's the truth. If you are still a distributor, that's why most people, they would have made 1 million, they would have made 2 million, and they are still distributors. How? Did you not teach your people how to advance in ranks? When if you've made that amount, you should have even entered civil executive. We have people that is only 100,000 and they've entered civil executive. How? Because they understood this thing and they understand this thing. Do you understand? So now this is it. For recognition at an alliance event, you have to move up the ranks. And trust me, you can't enjoy any free travel if you don't move up the rank. If you don't move up, like even when you're in the rank safe, you must even achieve a position. There's something called a prime position. Don't worry, I'll explain it in depth so that you will understand. This is just like why do you get so you might still be confused a bit. You get so just like what I was saying, even if you get to a rank like civil executive, if you're in a prime position, you can't qualify for triple. Even when you have the number of travel GC, you can't qualify for triple because you must be in a prime position. Even I even say you must be in a prime position for 3 consecutive months. So can you see? So this is not, oh, play. So now let's talk about what are the ranks in AIM Global. Thank you so much. The ranks in AIM Global, number one, distributor. Immediately you join, you are a distributor. Most of you that you've joined this business for over a year, 2 years, most of you are still distributors. Most of you are still distributors. In this team, we only have 2 silver executives in our team. Everybody knows connected economy. I'm pushing connected economy. We only have 2 silver executives. When we should have had more than 50 silver executives. We should have had more than 50 silver executives. Why? Because this thing was not taught. And that's why we are doing this now. So that you not be like, but you did not tell me now. But I never knew about this now. And I would love to be ranked too now. I would love to be known. Just like what I was saying on Facebook. Now, if you check the Facebook page now, I know most of you must have written it now. When you check the Facebook page, you see that people that enter civil executive, people that enter good executive, people that enter millionaires circle, they are all celebrated. And when people attend events, you see civil executive get to sit somewhere, good executive get to sit somewhere. And even when we have our congress, our convention in Philippines, we used to have it every year around September, October time. You get they used to celebrate everybody. All civil executive will come out. All good executive will come out. That's those that get to qualify for the international trip, not just civil executive. When you enter civil executive prime, like if you get to be primed and then you have the travel GCs, you travel, you qualify for the travels, and then you'll be celebrated. All global ambassadors, all millionaire circle members, all global ambassadors. Don't worry, you would see as I continue. All Ruby global ambassadors and all Diamond global ambassadors. So now this is it for a civil executive to enter civil executive. Now you're a distributor. You want to enter civil executive. To be able to enter civil executive, you must have what 10 positional points. What is the meaning of positional points? I will explain it. Do you get? I will explain positional point. But just like that back of mind now, write it down. Or you can screenshot it. Civil executive, I must have amassed 10 positional points. Gold executive, I must have amassed 100 positional points. Amass means you must have accumulated. Do you get? Global ambassador, 1,000 positional points. So actually, you see some people, not just like same name, like when we say, oh, Ambassador Enoch, Ambassador Esther, Ambassador Chiamaka, Ambassador Toluani, Ambassador Joel, Ambassador Grant, Ambassador Dele, all those things. Not just as a team, but in alliance. If alliance wants to celebrate you, like now you're doing your birthday and everything, if you not yet enter global ambassador, they can't call you ambassador or something because you're not yet an ambassador of the team, of the business. So you can see people that they call, oh, Ambassador Mike, Ambassador Demola, Ambassador Roque, Ambassador Didi. It's not an easy task. They've amassed 1,000 positional points before they became global ambassadors. Now, for the Ruby Global Ambassador, to be a Ruby Global Ambassador, you must have 5 direct GAs. That means you must have 5 direct global ambassadors under you. That means you yourself, you brought people on board and you mentored them, you trained them and taught them, and they became global ambassador. Immediately you have 5 of those people. Direct is not like, oh, maybe you're direct, like people that are like your number 2, number 3, people that you brought on board, your direct down is that. Not like, oh, okay, maybe I brought Ambassador Esther on board, and Esther actually brought maybe Chiamaka on board. Chiamaka is not my direct GA. But if I brought Esther, and then Chiamaka is under Esther, and I was under actually put Chiamaka under Esther, it means Esther is my direct G. Chiamaka is also my direct G. Hope we understand that now. So you can bring in your 58 people now. You can have 8,000 people in your team. And then 8,000, the reason why you have 8,000 people in your team is because, oh, maybe someone brought 7,000 people. Oh, maybe another person brought 500 people. And out of those 8,000 people in your team, the people that you yourself brought, they are not up to 4. You get. So we have that kind of thing in our business. You get. So if you don't have all those people, you would actually not become a Ruby Global Ambassador because you don't have your direct GAs. You get, with at least 5 non-GA group position. That means people that are not GA, like, you must have good executive position. I mean, silver executive. All those people too, they must have accumulated. You must have 50 points from what they've done. That means now to have 50 points, you can have 5 silver executive. You get, that just became global ambassador. You get, that's 50 points. So if you have that plus 5 direct GAs, immediately you have that, you become a Ruby global ambassador immediately. Now for Diamond global ambassador, which is the peak, we have people that are Diamond global ambassadors in the business. You must have 8 direct GAs. That means people that you yourself brought on board, you must have 8 of them with 50 non-GA positional points. That means gold executive, silver executive, or even people that are distributors, people that have already got into 2 or 10 and all. Don't worry, I will explain that so that you can understand. I will explain that even pictures. Okay, let's go to the next slide so that we can like start the analysis in depth. And start the analysis in depth. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, now, so I'll be talking about Silver Executive Prime, Gold Executive Prime, and Global Ambassador Prime. So we can see these pictures: Silver Executive Prime, Gold Executive Prime, and Global Ambassador Prime. Okay. Okay, now this is it. I would send this picture now to the group. I'll send it to the group so that you'll be able to see it very well. I'll send it to the group now so that you can, so that you'll be able to see it very well. So as I'm talking, you are looking at the picture so that you'll be able to understand better. You can zoom in on the picture because now what I want to explain now, once you know it now, you've known it forever. That's just the truth. Once you know it now, you've known it forever. Okay, so I just sent it to the group now, so you can zoom in on it. You can zoom in on it. Now, let me talk about positional points. So if you can see the graphics on the group, comment in the chat box. I can see it, or you can comment it 1. Just type 1 if you can see it. If you can see it in the group, type 1. Type 1 if you can see it. Because now what I want to explain now, once you thank you, once what I want to explain now, once you know it, you've known it forever. Okay, so since one person can see it, so I assume and I believe that everybody can see it. So just you can go to the group and then just zoom in the picture. You can go back to your gallery. Okay, thank you, Abad. Empire, yes, okay, you can see it. Okay, now this is it. So if you look at C24/7 now, how many positional points for every product of AIM Global? You can see DP. DP means distributor price. So it's the price you get it from the company. Like the company gives you at 5,416 naira. SRP means suggested retail price. That's for those of people that will be like, someone has arthritis. Oh, someone has ulcer. Oh, someone has glaucoma. I know someone that has fibroid. I know someone that has hypertension. I know someone like high blood pressure. You can give them you can even sell it, but in the team, we don't sell. We believe and we use our products because we are a product of our products. Do you understand? So now SRP means suggested retail price. Now, commissioner points, I'll be explaining that on another day. Binary points, 3.5, I'll be explaining that on another day. Now, let's just focus on positional points. So you just understand that every product has commissioner points. Commissioner points is how much you are paid on each product you get. So how much you are paid, I'll explain that one on another day. Binary point is, when you buy packages and everything, you get to accumulate binary point. Then positional point, that's what I want to talk about. That's what. How many positional points can you see in 24/7? Type it in the chat box here on WhatsApp. Here on Zoom. How many positional points does C24/7 have? And how many positional points does Complete Phyto Energizer have? Type it in the chat box so that I'll be sure that you are following me. How many positional points does C24/7 have? How many positional points does Complete have? Type in the chat box on Zoom. You all are chatting or you're typing on WhatsApp. You type your 111 on WhatsApp. On Zoom, please, on Zoom. So I'll be sure that you're following me. Good. 0.0667. That's very good. So how many positional points can we see in Complete? Okay, Yusuf Muftal, thank you. 0.0667. That's good. Thank you, Tolu. Yeah, thank you, Adeniji Raji for 247. Now, Tolu, thank you so much. 0.0556. Good. 0.0556. That's very good. Now, back to our Zoom. Now, if the positional point of C24/7 is 0.0667, and don't forget, in the previous slide, I said how many positional points do you need to enter Civil Executive? What did I say? 10, right? You need 10 positional points to enter Civil Executive. So how many boxes will you need to enter Civil Executive 10? It means you need 150 boxes times 0.0667 times 150. What will you get? You will get 10. Do you understand? Do you understand that? It means if you buy 150 boxes of C24/7, or if
Please come
150
again, sorry.
Okay, come again. Okay, thank you so much for that. Now, the positional points of C24/7 is what? 0.0667. One C24/7. The positional point of one C24/7 is 0.0667. Do you understand that? Yes, you do. You can see it in the picture. Now, in the previous slide, I said how many positional points do you need to enter Civil Executive? You need how many? 10 positional points. 10, right? Now do 10 divided by 0.0667. That will be what? Do the division. What are you going to get?
149.92.
Yes, good. 149 points.
That
Yes,
is
1.9.
150.
Yes, 149 points. 1499.25. Oh, yeah, 149, sorry. 0. Yeah, that would be point
That
like 25.
approximates 150.
Yes, so that's 150 boxes. So now it means you need 150 boxes to enter Civil Executive. So I know you might think about it that, so does that mean that, I'll have to buy 5,460 times 150, which would be like 800 and something thousand. 5,400 and that would be like 819,000. No, not only you will buy it, I will explain. Because you might think about it that so you're telling me that I have to buy product worth 819,000. And you're saying I'll use it. And you're saying, we're not saying the team, just calm down. You understand how it is done. You understand how it is done. Why? You want to make sure you are making all the money because you want to be paid every 15th. If you actually attended one of our presentations, I logged into my DTC and then I showed people step PPP, and if you checked it, you would have seen December 15 or November 15 for all those earnings. All those earnings enter every 15th. So every 15th, I know that there's no way there's a particular amount. I mean, like I'll be paid, you get, and I know the range because of where I am. Do you understand? Now, if the positional point of Complete Phyto Energizer is 0.0556, so how many boxes of Complete Phyto Energizer will you need to become Civil Executive? Just do your 10 divided by 0.0556. We all know this is just simple calculation, right? So that's how many? What's the answer you're getting? Yeah, I love how we were responding. I love the responses. Okay, 180. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Ebenezer also said approximately 150 for the first one. So that's 180. So can you see you need 180 bucks? Because most people, they'll be like, why is it that the C24/7 that we're using for personal monthly achievement, can't we use other products? C24/7 has the highest point and has cheaper price than others. So at the end of the day, if you multiply that complete 5,070 times 180, you see how much you would have to spend. 5,070 times 180 would give you what? 912,600. So you have to spend more to enter Chief Executive. And C24/7 is actually what we use because C24/7 is actually our flagship product. It's actually our flagship product, and that's what we use for maintenance, for personal monthly achievement. Any word do you get? So because most people be like, I like using coffee. Can't I use coffee? Try to divide. What's the positional point of coffee? The positional point of coffee is 0.0139. Now try to divide 10 divided by 0.0139. How many boxes will you need? Just try to look at it. How many boxes will you need? You will need 720 boxes. And if you multiply 5,265 times 720, that would give you over 3.7 million. So most of people will be like, I like taking coffee. Can't I use coffee for my personal monthly achievements? You will spend so much if you want to use that for your personal monthly achievement. Okay, now, so I think we understand that you need 10 positional points. So I was still talking about how you can now do that monthly with your teammates. Do you understand? But at the back of your mind, you know that, okay, to enter civil executive, I must amass 10 positional points and I will need 150 boxes of C24/7 to enter civil executive. I will need 180 boxes of complete part of energizer because at times we use complete. You get. So now let's go to the next slide. So I think we understand that now. We understand that I'm taking it bit by bit. So when I will subdivide it into monthly, that you'll be able to understand. So let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now look at it. Most of you, when you log into your DTC, if you log into your DTC now, you will see this thing, right? Most people most of you that have even made 40,000, most that have made 100,000, most that have made 200,000, they will still see this thing. This actually means you've never done PMA. You've never done PMA. Now look at it. To be able to become a civil executive, I said it, you need 10 points. Now, if you log into your DTC, immediately you click dashboard. If you scroll down, you will see this thing, right? And you will see you are 10 points away to become civil executive. What that is trying to tell you is when you do personal, when you buy any product, now let's say okay, you bought one C24/7, which is 0.06. Immediately that 0.0, you would have 0.06 over 10. When you buy another one, you get like 1 over 10, 2 over 10, till you get to 10 over 10. Now, this is the beautiful thing. This point is not just your effort, but your directly sponsored downline's effort. Also, when you encourage them also to do it, their points will be added to yours. So as you are making your money and you are being paid 15th, they are also being paid. Do you understand that? Now, that's why here you can see upgrade rank by buying more products and encouraging your group to do the same to develop more customers. So most of you will see that you're already in 2 over 10. It means when you accumulate 8 more points, you will get to 10 over 10. What's that 8, 7, and all the points? Don't forget it's positional points. You get positional points. Now, let's move to the next slide so that you'll be able to understand better. We'll move to the next slide. Now, this is it. How can you now become a civil executive? Number one, you already understand this. You need 10 positional points to become a civil executive. So it means when you and the people that you've brought on board, not just people under you, the people that you brought on board that are under you, you and your team. That's what's called a team you get. When you and your team, if all of you get to accumulate 10 positional points altogether, you become a civil executive. Number one. Number two, every product has point chart. Now, you can, like, as your team. Sorry about that. Sorry. I'm really sorry. So now, as your team, I think you can hear me now. You can hear me. Sorry. I wanted to go to the pictures and actually just press that side key. Now, this is it. Now, as your team, Yeah, we can see every product has point at charge. So as your team is increasing, now let's okay, you actually brought someone that is like a pharmacist, and the person is like, I actually want to buy Colidos. I actually want to buy Colidos. If you look at it, the positional point of Colidos is what? 0.0556. So let's okay, that person actually bought 100 Colidos. So that's 0.0556 times 100. Immediately, that's 5.56. Immediately, that 5.56 points that your downline bought will be added to your points. So imagine you're already on 1/10. If your downline is just like, actually, I'm actually a pharmacist, and then Colidos, because of those that have eye issues, and no, I mean, Colidos, those that actually have unwanted body cholesterol, you get those that actually have too much cholesterol in their body. I actually want to sell these Colidos to them in my pharmacy, and the person buys 100 of that. Immediately, the person does that and buys that with his ID number. That ID number is very, very important. That's why you have to understand and you must master your ID number. And you will see in the Google form, most of you could not even remember your ID numbers. And you have to ask me, what's the ID number? What's the ID number? And I told you, I log in and then you see your ID number. So your ID number is actually the number I mentioned, because now when you want to buy product, maybe you just branch them over and you want to buy product, you have to put your ID number. If you don't put your ID number, you buy a product, it will not count for you. You will not be paid on it, and you will not get the positional points on that. You get, it's just like you are buying products by the roadside. You get, and that's why anytime you want to buy products, make sure you buy it at the office where you'd have to put your ID number. Don't buy products from roadside people. You will not be paid on that. Do you get? Now, let's okay, the person bought 100 Colidos, you get, and then 100 times 0.0556 will be what? 5.56. And you normally already on 1.10, 1/10. Immediately the person buys that, immediately you're on what? 6.56. Do you understand that? Immediately on 6.50/10, as long as the person is the person that you directly sponsored. Do you understand that? So now each 156.47 will give you 10 points, which is SE. Now you and your teammates using the product monthly via PMA is the fastest way. That's personal monthly achievement. I know we understand that. Is the fastest way to become a silver executive organically. That word organically is very, very important, because actually in the business, most people will actually get to do it. Most people get to have the money. They can have the money, be like, but how much would I need? And before even products became this expensive, you get with 300,000, you can become a silver executive just by 7 what 320 something thousand, and immediately you become a silver executive. Do you get? So someone is going to be like, no problem, I'll just buy this and I'll become a silver executive. No, you see that you're actually meant to encourage your people. But most times, some people just used to like do that as a motivation, like, okay, I know I'm starting as a silver executive, but no, you can actually start small, and then your teammates, all of you buy the products together, you buy PMA, and immediately, I mean, you guys would do PMA and you guys would enter as executive even faster. I will tell you how to do that organically. Do you get? So now, the reason why we put that organically is because, just like that. But the fact is, you can't actually do that to enter good executive. Good executive is how many points? 100 points. Imagine you have to buy C24/7 to be able to enter good executive. Do you know how much you'll be spending? You'll be spending millions and millions to be able to enter that, when you and your teammates can actually just continue to do PMA and enter that. Now, you and your teammates buying the product and using it is the fastest way. So I'll talk about that. Then PMA, you might ask, what's the meaning of PMA? What's the meaning of monthly maintenance? That's personal monthly achievement. Because when you do that, you will now see, immediately you do that, they'll tell you you are now qualified for next month's Unilevel and Stair Step. So let me just explain that next month's Unilevel and Stair Step, because most of you don't really understand. Let me talk about it. Now, understand there's number 1, there's number 2, and there's number 3. We have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Understand that one first. So you need to like pay attention here so that you understand it. Immediately you join, let's say, okay, you join this business now in January. You join now in January. When you join in January, you will see you are under free maintenance for next month's Unilevel and Stair Step income. That's what you will see on your dashboard. Which means this January, if you put in the effort and then you bring in your teammates, you connect your teammates, and you have teammates under you, on that work, the company will pay you February 15. Now, the reason why I said 1, 2, 3 is this. Maintenance of month 1 is actually for the work of month 2 to be paid month 3. So if you're under free maintenance now, January, it's for the work of February to be paid in March. Let me explain this better. Sorry, I actually made a mistake initially. Now, maintenance of month 1 is for the work of month 2 to be paid month 3. Understand that? Maintenance of month 1 is for the work of month 2 to be paid month 3. So now, maintenance of January is for the work of February to be paid in March. Do you understand? Do you understand that? If you understand, type in the chat box. I understand. If you understand that, if you do maintenance now, January is for the work of February to be paid in March. If you understand that, just say yes, I understand that. Then I'll break it down better. Okay. Okay, I understand. I understand. That's very good. Now you joined now. You join now. You join now in January. Immediately you join in January, the company tells you that you're on free maintenance. Any work you do now in January and February will be added together and you'll be paid March 15. You joined now January, you join the business now. The month you join, you're on free maintenance. Anybody that joins, that month that he joined, they're on free maintenance. When you join that January, that work that you do in January, what's the work? You connect people, and then as you're connecting your people, most of them actually, maybe they bought products you get. You know, all those people that you connected in January, they're also on free maintenance in January. But when they actually buy products, you also you bought products and some other things. And then now February, you connected people using our system and all. Your people also they connected their people also. You also you connected people and all. That work of that January and February, you be paid March 15. Now you on free maintenance when January. You do not have to pay. You do not have to buy 5C 24/7. I will talk about why is 5C 24/7. Do you get? You do not have to pay 5C 24/7 to be able to do maintenance for that January. But February now, you're no more free maintenance. Immediately you see you are not qualified for next month unilevel and stair-step income. You will see it. Don't worry, I'll show you the picture. Immediately it's February. Most of you now that you've joined for more than a month, if you check your DTC, that's Distributor Tracking Center. I know you know the full meaning of DTC now. You will see if you log in and you see you are not qualified for what? Next month, not this month, next month. Why? Because the maintenance of month 1 is for the work of month 2 to be paid in month 3. Do you understand that? So it means February, you must do your maintenance. You must do that personal monthly achievement for the work of when? March. To be paid when? April 15. Then March, you must do what? Personal monthly achievement. You and your team for the work of what? April to be paid when? May 15. Then April, you do your what? Personal monthly achievement for the work of what? May to be paid when? June 15. Now you understand. I write it down so that you understand. Now, this is the problem with most people. You join the business January, you were not serious, and that January you're on free maintenance, which means any work you quickly do in January, you're like, how do I get plugged in fast? We sent you all the videos I'm meant to watch immediately in a day. You could watch 4 videos, but most of you be like, a 1 hour video on YouTube. Are you joking? I don't even watch movies like that. I can't watch 1 hour video, really, and you want to grow. There's no way you will grow because until you are done with the videos, you will not move to the next step. Because now we don't want to just bring in people that will just come and relax. We have a mandate, we have a vision to raise 10,000 people. So you must have that knowledge. Because if you don't have the knowledge in you, you can't apply it. Now, imagine you don't understand this now. You imagine you never attended this training. You will never understand this thing. Most people even do. I will just suppose that you have meant to do your PMA, and you just do your PMA, and money will not enter. You'll be like, why is money not entering? The reason why money is not entering is number one, okay, obviously, you are moving up in ranks. That means that 0/10, you'll be 0.3/10, 0.6, but you don't make anything. Why? Because you don't have people that you've connected. Do you understand? Even though you are moving up in ranks. And now you'll not be like, 0.6. Then my third month, 0.9. So I did maintenance 3 months. I never even enter 1. So how many months will it now take me to enter 10/10? Why? You do not have the understanding that when you bring your people on board and they also do their maintenance, their points will be added up to your own. I'll explain that. We'll get there. So most people now, the mistake that most people make is now, January, you were not serious. You were on free maintenance. Nothing happened. February now, you're not like, I've joined the business here for a month and I've not made anything. And then I'm not like, see, this February, you want to apply this system. Make sure you do your PMA so that you're not like, well, how much is PMA? That's PMA, C24/7 is 5,600 and what? 5,600 and 5,460. So, and then you now buy 5 of that to be able to qualify. You're like, I'm spending almost 27,000 to do personal monthly achievement. You now did it in February and then maybe you were not paid anything. You're like, I registered 70,000. I'm not buying product of 20 something. And I've not made anything. Why? How? You do not have the understanding that you are meant to connect. But now most people will not be like, I'm not in PMA, Jerry. I'm not going to do PMA. And now you apply the system. You invited your people to the presentation. You did your big announcement. You did your launch. 10 people joined. Those 10 people that joined, yes, you made your direct referral bonus. You made your matching bonus. But trust me, You've not made GPP. You've not made step. You've not made uni level. Why? Because you were not serious. You thought that, I'm not going to do PMA. And then you don't know that that PMA that you not do in February is not just for February. It's actually for the work of March to be paid in April. So most people, you will not do PMA because you're looking at the situation now that, I've even invited people, no, most of you will be like, no, I'll wait to the end of the month. Then throughout February, you were prospecting, nobody joined. And you're like, nobody joined in this February. I can't do PMA of February. You forgot that the PMA of February is for the work of March to be paid in April. And don't forget what I said yesterday. Most of you did not join this business immediately. So why would you think someone is going to join immediately? Why would you think someone will join immediately? Now, you finished everything in December. That February, nobody joined. You prospected. Now, March, you don't have to do PME. March, one person just said, actually, I want to pay. I'm interested in that business now. I just got salary. Don't forget, that PME that you know in February is for which work? March. And that March, that person also plugged into the system, watched the videos, started implementing immediately, started implementation. That person also brought like 20 of his friends, connected 20 of his friends. You get? And immediately, you're not like, no problem. I think I'll be paid next month. No, you'll not be paid next month. Because you did not do the PME of the previous month because you thought the month was bad. But you forgot that the PME of February is for the work of March to be paid April 15. Now, February 15 is going to come on board. February 14 is next month, Valentine's Day. The February 14, which is next month, Valentine's Day, most of us will, February 14, February 15, most of us will enjoy. Why? Because of the PME that we did in December. You don't forget, the PMA of December is for the work of what? January to be paid what? February 15. So most of us, Valentine's Day is always, you can even spend or not because February 15, a lot will enter. Most people will make 130. Most people will make 1 million. Some will make 2 million, 3 million accumulatively. You get? So now you understand how other people went. That's why most of you, if you check your uni level, you see 0. You check step, you see 0. You check UPP, you see 0. So that's why you will see 0. Do you understand now? So don't use your situation, the present state that you are, to avoid doing PME. Because number one, you will not grow in rank. Number two, you are leaving money on the table. And now, this is one thing you have to understand. Now, you did not do PME. You have 20 people under you. They all did their PME. You did not do PME. Yes, the positional points we add to your own because why? You brought them on board. But you will not be paid on their effort. That's it. Because why? You did not do personal multi-achievement. So you are not qualified for the uni level and step income. So hope you understand that now. If you are understanding that, what is the maintenance now? So the maintenance is PME, personal monthly achievement. That's PME, Abdulatif. The maintenance Gagan is actually PME, personal monthly achievement, which is what I explained now. So let me go to there. So just now, buying 5 sheets every monthly gives you 0.334 points. Now, before you can maintain your account, now the fact is you can choose not to do it. You want to leave money on the table, it's very fine. You can be like, well, I'm okay with the referral bonus and then the matching bonus. I can't afford 27,000 every month. No problem. If you can't afford that, it's good. Do you understand? If you can't, it's fine. You are leaving money on the table, no problem. People that joined after you, they will be celebrated for civil executive. This year, some people will qualify for trips. And the reason why you will not qualify for free trip is because you did not do it. Hope you understand now. Yes, once you do your monthly PMA, you gain 0.334 points. And now you are 9.6 points from SC. What it means is to be able to say, okay, now you are qualified for personal monthly achievement. Every month you must accumulate direct from yourself 0.334 points. How do you have 0.334 points? That's 0.0667 times 5. Don't forget, 16247 is what? 0.067 points. If you multiply 0.067 times 5, what are you having? 0.334 points. Do you understand? So it means you would have to buy 5 C247 every month to be able to get to what? Being qualified for PMA for the month. That's why I'm explaining this thing very well. So that later you're not telling me that, I did not know. Yes, they said I can earn in 7 weeks, but I've not started earning in 7 weeks. This is why you've not started. You get? So now let's go to the next slide so that you'll be able to understand better. Let's go to the next slide. You'll see it in picture. Now, this is it. Good news. Good news. Your downline's product and count for you too. Now, this is it. We all know genealogy, right? If you log into your DTC, you will see genealogy. Now, this is genealogy. You are number 1. So let me explain this. You can all see this, right? Now you're number 1. Let me use an example of, okay, Moses Toluwani. So this is Moses Toluwani. Moses Toluwani is number 1. Immediately, Moses Oluwani connected Ade. Ade is number 2. And she connected Shade. Shade is number 3. You get. Moses Oluwani did her personal monthly achievement. Immediately she gets to do her personal monthly achievement, she told Shade about the 7 ways of earning. Shade already even watched the video of 7 ways of earning and then told Ade also about 7 ways of earning. So they don't want to leave money on the table. They're like, I can make up to this. I'm going to maximize it. Because the fact is, people make up to 4 million, 5 million every month on all these other ways of earning. On all these other ways of earning, they make up to that. Don't worry. After the presentation, I'll send you some screenshot of DTC. So you'll be able to see how much people make on all this, up to 13, 14 million. So you'll be able to see, and you'll be able to see how people leave money on the table unknowingly. Because they can't pay, they can't buy a product that will help their health and then use it to qualify. Most people now, and this is the easiest thing, this is one that I tell people. Now, most of you buy paracetamol and all these things, they are all chemicals. But when you're using our computer, using our system, you can never fall sick. Quote me anywhere. How? It's not Alliance that produces all these products. All these products are health products, health and wellness products. You can do your research on Nature's Way, do your research on all these other, all those companies that we partner with, and you see, most of you are still using Milo and Bonfita. When we have our My Choco, taste our, most of you, yes, when you got your packages, and those of you that have not gotten your packages, just put it on the group that you've not gotten your package so that you'll be able to get it. It will be able to you, and obviously you are paying for your delivery. Do you get? So, and those, most of you are still using Milo, you're using Bonfita, you're using Ovaltine, when you can use our My Choco. We have our coffee products, very, very amazing. We have Born Slim when you want to reduce your weight. We have it that works fantastic. We have our health and wellness products. We have our toothpaste products. We have different products that you are meant to be using. You are telling me that you're an ambassador of Alliance Emotion Global and you're still using Milo and Bonfita. How? Oh, you're a member of Alliance Emotion Global. You are still buying Nescafe. You are buying all those other. Yes, they are all fantastic. But why are you not using our own? Do you know the health benefit of all these things? And when you buy all those things, you are paid on it, and then you move up the rank because the positional point of each of them will be added to your own. Just like what I said. Now you might have a doctor, you might have a pharmacist, and everything under you, and they buy all these products. Maybe someone bought, like just like what I said, 100 sheets of Colidos and all. Immediately, someone gets to buy 100 Colidos. 100 Colidos is how much? 100 Colidos. Now, look at it. Let me just try to explain what we call positional points now. Positional point is what? 280. I mean, commissioner point. Commissioner point of Colidos is what? 280. Imagine someone gets to buy 100. That's how much? 28,000. That 28,000, you're meant to have your percentage on that. But when you don't do personal monthly achievements, you are getting nothing. Do you understand? So now let's look at someone bought My Choco. My Choco commissioner point is what? 400 naira. You're meant to have your percentage on that 400 naira. That's just one person that bought My Choco. Imagine you have 100 people that get to buy My Choco. 100 people get to buy commissioner points of 627. 627 commissioner points is what? 600 naira. If you buy 5 627, that means that's how many commissioner points? 3,000 naira, right? The much, I mean, how much? That's 3,000 naira. 10 of your people did that. That's 3,000 times 10. That's how much? 30,000 naira. On that 30,000, you're meant to get a commission depending on the rank that you are in. Even as a distributor, you get a commission on that. But when you don't do your PMA and 10 of them do that, that 30,000 they are meant to get a commission on. Some people on that 30,000, they'll make 15,000. Some will make 10,000. Some will make 3,000. Just because they did not do that, they are making nothing. Can you see how much you've left on the table just because you did not do personal monthly achievement? So now, let's go back to what I was saying. Now, she told Ade and Shade they did their personal monthly achievement. Don't forget, everybody gets to accumulate how many points? 0.334 points, right? Yes, 0.334 points. So now, Ade accumulated 0.33. He did maintenance, and Shade also did a maintenance. And Moses Toluwani brought both of them on board. Immediately that month, Moses Toluwani would have how many points? 0.9 points immediately. Is she already closer to 10? Yes, she's closer to 10. Now, Ade is number 2. Ade also, Shade, Moses Toluwani also brought, let's say, Tolu and brought Esther. Or let me just use the number. Now, Moses Toluwani brought number 2 and number 3. Do you get? Now, Moses Toluwani also brought number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. You get? That means immediately she already has how many people in her team? 6 people in her team. That's number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. That's 6 people in her team. Now, each of them also they did the maintenance. So that would be what? 0.334 times 6. That's how many points? 2 points. So now let's our first month, our first month, she's on what? Free maintenance. So our first month, she introduced it to 6 people and they plugged in. And immediately they all did the maintenance, personal monthly achievements. Immediately they get to do personal monthly achievements. Immediately Tolu is on what? 2 points. That's 0.334 times 6. I hope it's not technical. I hope we all understand. Now, very easy. Now she gets to introduce this to 10 of her people. One, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's the one that brought 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's already 10 people. And 10 of them, bam, plus Moses Toluwani, like plus Moses Toluwani, they all did maintenance. That's 0.334 times 10. That's how many points? 3.34. Don't forget, Moses Toluwani and 9 of our people, they are all 10. 10 people in our team, they did personal monthly achievements. In that month, they will have how many points? 3.34. So immediately it will be what? 3.34 over 10. Is she already closer to becoming a chief executive? Yes. Let's go to the next slide now. Let's go to the next slide. So now you understand that your directly sponsored downline, the ones that you brought on board, they would you all will become, their points will be added to you. Now, what does it mean? Now, if you and 10 of your teammates, so now let's okay, you brought 10 people on board plus you. Do you get? That means you're already 11. Do you understand that? Now do 0.334 times 11. That's how many points? 3.674 points. Do you understand that? Now that's 3.674 points. Now all you did was just to bring 10 people. Your 10 directly sponsored. Don't forget, each of them have their own people. You get? Each of them, they have their own people. Now let's okay, you brought in Ade. Ade brought in Shade. Shade brought in Tolu. They are all your directly sponsored people. You get? Because you brought in someone that brought in someone. Now, let's go to the previous slide. Let me explain something so that you not make a mistake that most of us made. Do you get? So now this is it. Let's okay, me, I'm number 1. I brought in Joel. Joel is number 2. And then number 4, I put in Peace under Joel. You get? It was not Joel that brought in number 4. It was me that put Peace under Joel. If me, I brought in Joel and I brought in Peace, you get? I'm going to have 0.3 plus 0.3 plus 0.3. We all did PME, that's the 3 of us. That means at that month, I'm having what? 0.9. But Joel only did PME and Peace that is under Joel. You know, Joel is number 2, Peace is number 4. Peace that is under Joel is actually not Joel's direct downline. He or she is just under Joel. Joel will only have 0.34 points. 334 points. Yeah, Joel is number 2. Peace is number 4. That Peace point will not be added to Joel's own. But now imagine I brought in Joel. Joel brought in number 4 and number 5. You get? So immediately I bring in Joel and Joel brings in number 4 and 5. We all did maintenance. So that will be 0.3 plus 0.3. That's number 0.3 of 5, 0.3 of 4, 0.33 of number 2. That will already give me what? 0.9 plus my own. Immediately I already have 1.2 points that month. Joel also, that number 4 and number 5 points will also be added to Joel's own. So immediately Joel will also be on 0.9 points. You get? So only your directly sponsored downlines points will be added up to you. Now imagine you brought in number 2 and number 3. And then number 4, 5, 6, 7, they are not all your people. And number 24 is your person. Number 21 is your person. As long as they are your people, anywhere they are, anywhere, even if they are number 100, number 1,000, they are sponsored, their points will be added up to your own. Do you get? The system calculated. So now let's go back to the next slide so that we'll be able to move on faster. I'm spending more time on chief executive because once you understand this chief executive, you understand the rest. It's very easy. We're almost done and we'll be done with the presentation like that. So we have 20 minutes to go. So now look at it, just like what I said. Now you and 10 of your teammates, that's you're already 11. 11 times 0.334 points will give you what? 3.674 points. So it means month 1, you're on what? 3.674 points. Month 2, you're on what? 3.6 plus 3.6. That would be 7.2, right? 7.2. You get? Then 7.2 plus 3.6 again will give you what? That will give you 10.8. So it means immediately by your 3rd month, you're meant to enter civil executive. Can you see how easy it is? There are a lot of you've been a distributor for 1 year, 2 years, and you've not entered civil executive. Most of you think, PMA is big. Even when it was 2,800, that PMA was just 14,000. Just 14,000. Most people did not do PMA. And now products are now expensive because of how we know everything is and not because, outage and logistics and everything. Now, looking at it, it means if you and your teammates, just 10 of your teammates, if you do your PMA consistently for 10 months, for 3 months, immediately you enter civil executive. Now, you understand, very easy. Now, there are most of us, we have people like us that actually do double PMA, and at times we even do triple PMA. What double PMA means, you're like, so it actually means that if I can actually accumulate, how can I get to this civil executive very fast? 3 months is too much for me. I'm actually see me. I like to progress. So I want to quickly enter civil executive. So that all those people, I want to pepper them. All those people that are like, this business does not work. This is this. I want to tell them like, can you see? In just 2 months, I've already entered civil executive. No problem. You can do double PMA. What double PMA means, normally you are meant to have 0.334 points. You personally, you want to use your ID to have 0.334 times 2. That's 0.668. Immediately you use your ID number to buy, like now, normally you're meant to buy 5 seats 24/7. Maybe you said, oh, okay, let me buy 10 seats 24/7. Do you get? And you bought 10 seats 24/7. Immediately you have 0.668 points. And then your teammates too, 10 of them were like, I actually want to buy 10 seats. I want to buy 10 seats 24/7 too, because as you are growing, I also want to grow. I also want to move fast. And 10 of your teammates also do that double PMA. That's what we call double PMA. And what people say about double PMA is now, maybe your commission for in UBP's test, everything all together is meant to be 20,000 for that month. If you do double PMA, it is times 2. Do you know why? The commissioner points now of one product is 300. Like 6/7 commissioner point is 300. If you buy 5 6/7, the commissioner point is what? 1,500. But now you bought times 2 of that. That's how much? 3,000. Do you understand? So can you see this thing is very, very easy? So it means if you do the PMA, the total now on you earning on everybody that gets to do maintenance, PMA, everybody that gets to buy product, and even when you bring people on board, because now when you bring someone on board, you will check the product packages. Like if I send product packages to you, like the 70K package and everything, you will see step UPP. You will see 3,000 in some. Like I'll send it later to the group. Or let me just send it to the group now so that you'll be able to understand that even when you bring people on board, both of you are only making the referral and matching bonus. When you can make other ways of earning. So I'll send it now to the group so that you can understand better. So that you'll be able to understand that you're meant to maximize this thing and not just leave money on the table. Most of you are just after that referral and connector bonus and you'll be like, I'm not even making anything. Really? When you can make money in 7 ways. So I've sent the packages to the group now. So example now, if you look at something like now, you bring in someone that gets to do entry verse. If you go down, you see SS/UPP points. That's step and UniPay plan points. Now that's 3,000. Now imagine you brought someone that actually did entry verse package and you're like a civil executive and you're meant to make 7 to 10% of that. You will not make that. Why? Because you not do PMA. Now, if you did double PMA, it means instead of you making 700, how much will you make? 1,400. Very simple. Hope you understand. So now you and your teammates, you're like, I want to all do double PMA. So that's already what? That will be faster. If your teammates do that, you become a civil executive in what? 2 months. So it means most of you, if you start this January, you can become a civil executive by March. The reason why you're not becoming a civil executive is because you are not ready. You're not ready to put in the work. You are still playing. And that's it. Most in fact is you want to be recognized, you want to start talking, you want us to recognize you as you're a civil executive in the business. You have to do your PMA and you have to encourage your teammates to do that. And how do you encourage your teammates? By prospecting. So that your people that are bringing on board, they will also do it. Now, you'll be like, see, can't I just enter this civil executive next month, February, now? I don't want to have to wait. Like I do, if I and my teammates, we do it now. Can I enter now? Yes, you can enter now. If we do triple PMA. So we have most of all those are top leaders. I've done triple PMA like 2-3 times actually. And then I was just like, well, let me just be doing my double PMA because I do double PMA every month. Double PMA, but as time will go on now, I'll start doing triple PMA because why will I make 30,000 when I know I can make 90,000? Why will I make 100,000 when I know I can make 300,000? That's just the analogy. And every 15th, this 15th now, I'll be paid. And it's not going to be a small money because one of the people that I actually brought on board, that's Ambassador Chiamaka Okafor. She became a civil executive. That was ending of December. And I'll get my payment on that because it was not just that. She also did work in November. And that work of November is what I'll pay this January. And then that one also, I'll be paid also in February. So can you see, it's not just small money that would actually make. So, and I'm not the only one that is meant to make it. All of us, we're all meant to make it. So now, you're on team, if you do triple PMA, you become a civil executive in what? 1 month. So can you see, you can become a civil executive now. If you bring in 10 people and you're like, oh, you guys, let's do triple PMA immediately. Let's do triple PMA. All of you do triple PMA. Immediately you become what? Civil executive now. And then you start any big income. That's just it. So PMA is a requirement in the connected economic team. Trust me, in this team that you are in, you must do personal money achievement because don't forget, yesterday I talked about it. You must increase massively in what? Rank, in income, and in what? Knowledge. Income, rank, and knowledge. So it's not just about income because the fact is, imagine you've made over 10 million in the business and you're still a civil executive. or you made over 5 million, 2 million, 3 million, you're still a distributor, really. And you go out there, telling people that, yes, this is my story of how I made 10 million. And they're like, okay, what rank are you in? Like, because I attended one presentation that time, and then the person is actually a good executive, but he's a silver executive. So what rank are you? Like, yeah, I'm still a distributor, and I've made this. Did you not teach your team? Did you know you get? So that's why I'm doing this. So let's go to the next slide. So we already understand this. We understand this. I know we understand it. Now, to be a silver executive prime, the reason why we have silver executive prime is very important. So now, let's go back to that genealogy so that you'll be able to understand. Because most people will be like, so does that mean that all my points will be added to the person that brought me on board points? That person that introduced me is not even serious again. No problem. In global, as yes, we know silver executive you can be pushed to enter silver executive, even if you don't do anything, you can be pushed. But prime, to be able to be in prime position, is actually work. So this is it. Let's go to this now. So let's say, okay, you are number one. I'm number one. I introduce someone like Joel. Joel is number two. Now, Joel introduced Moses and introduced Esther. So Moses is number 4, Esther is number 5. You get? Both of them, they were pushing. So Moses accumulated 5 points. Esther accumulated 5 points. Immediately Joel joined. Joel was just like, Shebi, you said we can connect 2 people. You told me about the 1-year business plan. You can connect 2 people. So he connected 2 people. He made the 7,000 matching bonus. Don't forget yesterday 1 month business plan. And he's like, well, I trust Moses and Esther. They are serious people, but see, I don't have time to mentor them. Well, be mentoring them for me and me, obviously. I want people to succeed. So I'm mentoring them. So he is just staying. He knows that he'll be making 7,000 naira matching bonus. You get, as long as he has already brought in Moses and Esther. Both of them are putting the work. You get. Now, Moses pushes people. She prospects to people. She's having that. And then people are doing PME. So immediately, she gets to have 5 points. Esther also has 5 points. Immediately, both of them have 5 points. It will be added to Joel because Joel was the one that brought both of them on board. I brought Joel. Joel brought both of them on board. So both of them are like his direct downlines. And me, they are all my downlines because I brought someone on board. Do you understand that? So I would even end also on their points. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say is now, as Moses and Esther gets to accumulate 5 points, they will be added to Joel's point and they will also be added to my own points. You get? But Joel is not active at all. Now, both of them, they accumulated 5. Joel will immediately become what? A silver executive. When Moses gets to accumulate 10 points, she also become what? A silver executive. When Esther accumulates 10, her own 10, they also become a what? Silver executive. When they accumulate 10, immediately Joel is already on what? 20 points like that. So it was when they had 5, Joel already immediately had 10 over 10. The point will be added, but it's not going to make any step and UPP money because he not do PMA. But the positional points will be added because they are his downlines and he brought them on board. You understand? Now, this is one thing the company will now do. If Moses and Esther, they complete the prime position, the requirements will be in prime position, they will make more money than Joel because they are in a prime position. Joel will only just be in silver executive and he will not make anything, but will say, yes, I'm a silver executive. So that's the difference between a silver executive and a silver executive prime. Anybody that is not active will just be a silver executive. Anybody that is active will be in a prime position. So now, Moses, Esther, they will qualify for international trips. Why? Because they're in a prime position. Silver executive will not qualify for international trips. They are not in a prime position. That's why it's not just one leg that must actually work. Both legs must work. Now imagine, okay, you only get to have Moses, who is number 4. And Moses was just pushing. You get Moses actually completed 10 positional points. Immediately, Joel is number 2, will become a silver executive. Now, only that number 4 leg is working. Number 5 leg is dead. And the requirement to be in silver executive prime position is if Joel, as he is, as number 4 is working, number 5 gets to accumulate 10%, at least 10% of that point in number 4. Joel will be in silver executive prime. But because he's not serious and he don't mentor people, only that number 4 is the one working. And number 4 has what? 8 and 9. 8 and 9 are working. As 8 is getting points, number 9 is also getting points. Number 4 will be in what? Silver executive prime position. But number 2 will not be in silver executive prime position because number 5 is dead. So that number 5, 10, 11, 20, 21 and all, they are all dead. So hope you understand that. Let's go to the next slide. Let's 2 slides. Let's go. Yeah, so you can see total prime requirement achieved. Personal. So now to be in prime position, now don't forget when you do PME now, January. This one is I took this screenshot yesterday because I've not yet primed for next month. Why? Number 1, I've not yet done my PME. You get the year just started and the company has not even opened for signups. But today I'll be going to the office and then I'll do my maintenance today. You get my personal motive achievement. I'll do it today. So most of you that you want to do your personal motive achievement like this now, can message me because I'll be going to the office after this presentation. So once you do your PME, that's personal consumption, immediately this X will change to tick. That's blue tick. That's you're already you've done your partner multi achievement. That's number one requirement. Number two, most active line must produce at least 1 point. Don't forget what I said. Now, Moses, if Moses brings just three of our people and three of them do maintenance, you get that would be 0.33 times 4. That's plus Moses. You get immediately. That's already what? 1.2. That most active leg has already produced 1 point. Now, this is the other thing. Minimum of 2 moving legs. So it means as Moses did at PMA, anybody in that extra leg, once they do PMA also, the 2 active leg, they've already been activated like that. Now, the last one, which is actually the one that most people feel is other, 10% of the total monthly production coming from the other legs. So now Moses' leg, which is number 5, was very, very serious. You get that leg is moving, go. Moses is a very, very good leader. Esther at the point, Esther was serious, and then Esther did not become serious anymore. So Moses, she moved, go, and then she had 2 points. You get all you need at that other leg is that your other leg gets to have 10% of that. So once that is done, immediately you are primed for February and your earnings increases. And then if there's the qualification now after you've accumulated your product GC or travel GC, when there's like, oh yeah, we need people that have 30, 40 travel GCs, they'll qualify for Kenya trip, but they must be in prime position. You will qualify because you were in a prime position. So I hope you understand that now. So being a prime is very important. So we already understand that. Let's just move to other parts. Another part are just very, very easy. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Now, to become a silver executive prime, your left and right must do their PMA. Your weaker leg must purchase 10% products of the stronger leg. And then this one thing that is beautiful. For those of us that we have multiple accounts, like me now, I have more than 10 accounts in the business. You get most of us that have multiple accounts before around 2017, 2018. If you have like 15 accounts, you have to maintain each account. That means you write your ID number, you maintain this one, you write another the second account. But now, even if you have 7 accounts, you have 3 accounts, one PMA covers all. So imagine all those my other accounts in different places. People there are doing personal multi-achievements. As it's affecting my account number 1, it's affecting account number 2, it's affecting account number 3, affecting account number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up to account number 31 if you have 31 accounts in the business. So can you see one PMA, just one covers all. So someone that has 15 accounts, as he's just doing the PMA of 27,000, that's 5,460 times 5, as he's doing that for you that you have one account, you'll be like, I only have one account. This money is much. Someone that has 15 accounts, someone that has 31 accounts is paying the same money. But the beautiful thing is most of them they will do double PMA and triple PMA because they don't want to make just 100,000. They want to make 300,000. They want to make 100,000. They want to make 200,000. And even you that you have one account, you can do double PMA, you can do triple PMA. You can do it with your teammates, encourage them so that you all start earning big. So hope you understand that one PMA covers all your accounts. Do you get? So let's go to the next slide. So that's why it's always important to have multiple accounts. Now you'll be like, what if I don't do PMA? So you can see this screenshot. Once you don't do your PMA, they'll tell you that please, you will see it. Most of you will check your DTC now, you see it. Please be reminded that that's your ID number. Is not yet qualified for next month's Unilevel and stair-step income. Please maintain your account with at least 0.34. So you see it. But immediately you buy the product and you activate it on your e-store, immediately you will see that they will say, now you are now qualified for next month Unilevel. Then when you do the OPMA, to say you are now qualified with double maintenance. If you do triple, they will say you are now qualified with triple maintenance. It's going to write it there. So it's not like, oh, the OPMA, are you sure the company will give me? You will see it there, double maintenance. Oh, if I do 0.9 points, I buy products, like I buy 15,7, but the company knows that I did triple maintenance. Yes, you see it, triple maintenance. You can't do 4. If you do 4, it will still be triple maintenance. Do you get? Don't let your mouth be too wide now. You want to finish the whole money. So that's it. Let's go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide, please. So I know we are gaining value. We are gaining value. Say yes. So now, since you understood that already, go to executive now. It's 100 binary points. Don't forget, silver executive is what 10. You already understand the silver executive. So now it means you must do the monthly PMA. You must use your product. So as you're getting a product, you must use it. You might be like, how do I use my products? Now, don't forget, in each C24/7 now, in C24/7, you're having how many pack? You're having 10 tablets in a pack. C27 or complete, you have 10 tablets in the pack. So when you buy 5, that's how many tablets? 50 tablets. And C27, you are meant to always use it every day. Use one in the morning, once you're done eating, and use one in the night before you eat or after you're done using. Same as complete Phyto Energizer. They are supplements. The same way, most of you waste money and buy whey protein. You will buy all these other supplements and everything. You buy gummy bears, you buy all these stuffs. And no, you can buy our supplements and they work effectively. You don't even fall sick. You have the health, so that it's not be that the money you're making from Alliance, you're using it to go to hospital and you're spending money yourself. Be like, the reason why I know my business last week, you people did not even care about me. I was on the hospital bed. I was not feeling fine. We're using our system. No. And this thing could have been prevented. But now you are now looking for cure. You get, so that's most of you, maybe you have ulcer, most of you are having high blood pressure, they're telling you have hypertension, you're wasting 14,000, 21,000. When you can buy our product. So when you use one, so it means for 50 tablets, that will be for 25 days. You get 50 tablets. When you do your plasma model achievement, you can always use. So there are products that you must use. You're not just using it to just pack it at home and be like, they've all expired. Really, product expired. You wasted money. Some of you got packages and you're like, well, I only use the coffee, I use the my choco, well, I use the toothpaste, but all those products, I did not see able to sell it to really when you can use supplements. You are eating. If you are eating, you are meant to use the products because they are food. They are food. So now teamwork is involved there. Just like what I said. You can't buy just like what I said. Some people for super executive now, you can buy your way to super executive. Like now, just like, okay, so how many boxes you have to buy? 150, 150 times that amount. Okay, no problem. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'll buy the boxes and I'll just enter civil executive like that by myself. But no, you have to work with your teammates to actually enter good executive. You can't buy it. It's waste of money. If you even try, that's millions. Money you can use to do something else, travel out. You can even use it to buy a car. Do you get? So there's no need. Then how do you not do that? By raising 9 civil executive, by teaching them to use your SC plan. So for most of us now that we are in civil executive, for us to enter good executive is by raising distributors. Most of you that are here, when we raise you to enter civil executive, we enter good executive. You also will raise your people. You also will enter good executive using our civil executive plan. That's you and 10 of your teammates. When you do PME by March, you enter civil executive. You and your 10 of your teammates, when you do double PME by next month, you enter what? Civil executive. You and 10 of your teammates, when you do triple PME by this month, you enter what? Civil executive. So you can see civil executive is not something you say you want to enter in a year. Most people enter civil executive in that month. Imagine you used our system, you started prospecting home launch and everything. You had 50 people already on board. All those 50 people, they also duplicated two. It means immediately in that month, you already have people in your team, 150. Because 50, those 50 brought in two people, that's how much. Imagine how much you make across matching bonus. Imagine, and can you have 50 people in a month? Yes, you can. Do you think you can't? It's because you've not opened your mind to seeing that you can. People need this financial information. You have to position yourself to where people are and show them the opportunity. We've showed you the tools already. I already gave you assignments. Empty your contact list. You have 700 names. Do 100 every day. That okay, I'll write 100 names. Write which two you want to use for them. Oh, this person, I'll use big announcement. This person, I'll use home launch. Oh, this person, I'll use third party accommodation. Oh, this person, oh, I'll use online eligibility link. Write it out so that immediately we're done with all these trainings, we start implementation and you must not be left behind. Do you understand? So you have to work fast because you have a goal in mind. You know what you want to achieve. You're not here to come and play. Just like when you go to school, you have to go to classes every day. You have to read for tests. You have to read for exam. Do you get? So now, so to become a good executive, once you run 9 civil executive by teaching them to use your SC plan, immediately you become a good executive because why that's 10, 10, 10. Do you understand? Plus your own 10 points that you already had, then you raise 10 different people, they all had their 10 points. That's already what? 100. So immediately you become what? A good executive. So let's go to the next one. That's Global Ambassador. It's almost 11 and we're almost done, sure. So Global Ambassador, you have 1,000 binary points. So can you see you can't buy your way? Imagine you have to do 1,000 divided by 0.334. That's 1,000 divided by already 27,000. Not times 27,000 by that fraction. Do you know how many products you have to buy to get to 1,000 points? So you can't do this by buying, you get, because imagine you go to a global ambassador, like how many people are in civil executive? Because for you to be in global ambassador, you must have hundreds of people in civil executive, hundreds of people in good executive, you get, because even you need 9 good executive, you have to teach them to use the G plan to be able to become global ambassador too. So you must do your monthly PME, and yeah, obviously, the fact is now on that product, that year now, okay, now I'm in global ambassador now, and someone like Tioluani Eunice actually bought what? Let's say my choco. So if you let me check the group. So my choco now, if you check my choco, you see that the commissioner points of my choco is what? 400 naira. On that 400 naira, because I'm in global ambassador, I can make 300 naira on that 400. Now imagine she buys 10 my choco. She bought 10 my choco. You get my choco is how much? She bought my choco. My choco is 5,460. So she bought 10. That's 50,000. You get me. The commissioner point of my choco is how much? 400. I mean, I make 300 on that. Now, on that 300 naira that I make on one my choco, she bought 10. That's how much? That's 10. That's 3,000 naira that I'll make as commissioner points on that 400 naira commissioner points. Now imagine I did triple maintenance. That means I'm making 12,000. As a global ambassador, do you know how many people you have in your team? Because even looking at our 1 year business plan, you already have 8,190 people in your team. Imagine that 12,000 times just 500 people that bought my chocolate. Because you have people across the world that will buy products from me. Do you know how much you can make? So you want to do triple maintenance to accumulate that money and make it fast. So are you thinking how I'm thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? So can you see why you must do all these things so that you not leave money on the table, depending on the rank that you are in? But most of you just feel, oh, how can I make this thing? Is it you're saying people make 80 million in a month? How is it possible? This is it. If I show you a lot, you'll be mind blown. That's why we only show a lot of 1 million a week, 2 million a week, or 2 million a month, 3 million a month. Because imagine I get to show you someone's DTT of 500 million. How will you run this business? I show you this someone's DTT of 200 million, 25 million in a year. How will you run the business? So that's why you have to open your mind and think of it. When people are saying, oh, this is a bring to, be like, thank you, I know what I'm doing. Because this is the system that Jeff Bezos is doing. This is the system that Mark Zuckerberg is doing. Imagine Mark Zuckerberg, you download Facebook now. Mark Zuckerberg is like, yes, I've brought one person. Yes, he has brought one person because you already signed up and he's going to be paid for that. As you are logging in and you're doing everything, you do Facebook ads or even on your network and everything, he gets paid. Instagram, WhatsApp, Thread, everything, he gets paid. So why will you not be scared or why will you not want to come out to let people see what you are doing? So, okay, now, so you have to raise teamwork in the area and raise 9 good executive by teaching them to use the good executive. So what's good executive plan? That they work with their civil executive and civil executive would work with their distributor and raise them to civil executive. And as a good executive, you raise 9 of your civil executives to become good executive. You get. So that's just it. So let's go to the next slide. We are almost done. So why Prime? Prime ensures your growth. So growth are in income and in rank and in earnings too. So you get, they maximize your stress and income. You have to be Prime so that you can earn more. If you're not Prime, if you're just a civil executive, you're not really earn more like someone like civil executive Prime. You get, because that person is in prime position. Then enjoy UPP bonus from first level to 20th level. No problem. When we do DTC training, we'll be talking about this because now most of you will be like, so is it like all my people? Yes, all your people, you earn on them. So even if the person is like your 1,000th downline, or someone brought someone, I brought someone, because the fact is, the team will expose to what you don't understand. Imagine you have 8,190 people, you know all of them. Will everybody, can they be contained in WhatsApp group? No. Each of all those people, you will start raising leaders. So each of them will have their different groups. They invite you to a representation. Imagine you want to have like a seminar, they invite you to a conference hall and everything. And each of them, you know that they're enjoying step and UPP on each of them. So can you see how we build wealth in this system? So you can see then you maximize. So the reason why it's first level to 10th level is normally if you're not in the prime position, you only enjoy step to UPP from first to 10th. That's not 10 people. Do you understand the meaning of first level, second level, third level, fourth level? Like now, let's go to the genealogy so that I'll explain the meaning of first level, second level, so that you'll be able to understand and imagine how many people are under you. Because you know, like, see, it's just first to 10th. So that first to 10th, do you know how many thousands? Now, number 2 and number 3 is your first level. Number 4 and number 5, 4 to 7 is what? Second level. 8 to 15 is what? Third level. 16 to what? 31 is what? Fourth level. Imagine how many people are already in fifth level. That would be 32 to, do you know how many? Imagine fifth level. That would be how many to how many? You can think of it. Before you get your 10th level, you've already entered thousands. So can you imagine? Because like most of us now, once you have someone in 16 now, you know everything you click now is always 1 to 31, 1 to 31. But you have different people. So now imagine that number 8 now has his own different people. Number 9, they have their different people. Number 10, different people. Now 16 has what? 1 to 31. That 1 to 31 of 16 also is in a level. That number 17, they have their own 1 to 31. That's in the level. So can you see why we are saying, oh, some people actually on just these other ways of earning, they are paid 5-6 million? Because imagine you have 200 times 3,000. Do you know how much that is? And that's just 200. Imagine just as small as 200 is times 3,000. Imagine times 3 million people. So can you see how much you can get to earn? So let's go back to that next slide. So thank you so much. So you're able to understand and know that we are not playing here. Okay. So you enjoy UPP bonus from first to 20th level, then maximum sparing boron extension. Normally, if you check your DTC now, you will see pair per cycle. Pair per cycle is what? 15. Don't forget, we said you can end up to 30 matches a day. That's 30 times 7,000. That's 210,000. But when you are in prime position for that month, depending on the prime, civil executive, it moves from 15 to 18. So you can have up to 18 matches. And then if you are like gold executive and above, it moves to 20. So some people be like, 15 matches, that's 210,000. Some people, they enjoy 20 matches. That would be like 240,000 every day on what? One account. So imagine you have multiple accounts. So for some of you now, you'll be like, I want to have multiple accounts. So you know that now that multiple accounts is needed. You can, those of you that have multiple accounts, you can always maximize it. Don't just let it waste. Don't be any what one person, someone that has one account is earning. You can earn more than times 3 of what that person is earning. Then you qualify for Alliance vacation. Just like what I said, if you're not in prime position, you can't qualify. So you those of you that are distributors, I know you can't qualify for any Alliance vacation. Yes, you can qualify for connected economy vacation. When we start vacations, I know you can qualify for Alliance 1 week all expense paid trip. people traveling to different places, you being able to like eat anything, go to any place and all. You must be in prime position. Not just about silver executive, but silver executive prime. And so with that, we've come to the end of presentation. If you have any question, please ask your questions. And thank you so much for waiting to this time. I really appreciate Adini Raji, Ebenezer Ayanu, David Joloche, Moses Toluwani, Choluwani, Akombi, Yusuf Mufta. Thanks so much for waiting to the end. So if you have any question, you can ask now. So I'll try to answer them in less than 5 minutes. If you have any question, and if you want to ask your question on the group, you can always drop it on the group. I'm sorry for the power stuff. We've not had lights. So I think it's obviously a major issue because we have light like always here. So it should be a major issue. Do you have any question? If you got value, type it in the chat box. I got value. Type it in the chat box. I got value. If you got value, if you're able to learn something new and now you are cheered up, you're energized, type it, I got value. Type it, I got value. Type in the chat box, I got value. Thank you so much, Ambassador Esther, for coming in. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, you got value. Thank you so much. So for those of you that you want to do your personal multi achievement today, you can do it. You can just say, I want to do my personal achievement. You can talk about it, type it in the group, and then I'll be going to the office today, so we'll get it done because we have registrations that we want to do today. Yes, hello. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Please, I have a question.
Okay, sir.
In our dashboard, I think so. So there is one section they used to write monthly prime rank for this year.
Yes.
So under it, you see like see like something. Let me see, a cross sign.
Yes, X.
And in some people's dashboard, I see like a mark. Yes. But they will mark it.
Yes.
So I used to think initially that maybe whenever I do my monthly maintenance, it's going to change to the mark sign. But all the monthly maintenance have been done, I never see that mark sign. It's still X throughout. So I was like, what am I going to do to make that X turn to mark sign?
Okay, I understand. Okay, now this is it. You are still a distributor. Yes, you are still a distributor. There's nothing like distributor prime. So we have Silver Executive Prime, we have Good Executive Prime, we have Global Ambassador Prime. Do you get that's GAP, GEP, and SCP? So as a distributor, you would continue to have XXX until you enter Silver Executive. You get that's why it's always the goal is that let me quickly enter Silver Executive so that it will start ticking. Because the moment is once it ticks, that's how we score ourselves. If we don't prime in a month, we'll be like, I did not do well in this month. I did not encourage my team to actually do monthly maintenance. I did not encourage them to do personal multi achievements. That's how we will know that we failed or we pass in a month. It's not by bringing people because we always make money every week. We always make money. Money will always come in. We've like passed that stage. It's about I have to encourage those people to understand that they can also make money. That's how we know. So for now, if you are still a distributor, you will continue to have XXX because there's nothing like distributor prime. That's prime position. Prime position means if the company says, okay, now those that have been prime for last 3 months, those that have 40 travel GCs will qualify. You get for trip. Now you can go screenshot it, send it to the company, and then they will be able to say, okay, yes, now you're qualified. Send us a picture of your passport and everything, and they start processing you for the trip. You get so now your question will be like, how do I get to enter this executive fast so that I can get ticked? You get so the way you do that fast to get ticked is just like what I said. You and 10 of your teammates, if you do maintenance in the next 3 months, you enter civil executive. You and 10 of your teammates, if you do double PMA, you enter civil executive next month. And if you're 10 and 10 of your teammates, if you do triple PMA, you enter civil executive what this month. Do you understand? So immediately you enter civil executive, your left and right side, they start doing PMA. They also encourage their people 10 points of the 10% of the stronger, the weaker gives you that. You enter and then immediately it will be ticked. You will see it ticked. That's why in the graphics, there's a graphics that I showed. I mean, a slide that I showed that prime monitoring. Can you go there, please, Ambassador Esther? Can you go to that prime monitoring just to let him see? And that's requirements for civil executive. So this is what you would see. Because as you move up the rank, your DTC is going to change. You get so you see prime monitoring for February now. So when you enter civil executive now, once you do your personal consumption, this X will change to tick. Number one. Once you're most active, like that means 3 people on one leg. Like now, 3 people. Number 2 brings in number 4, and then another person you get number 4 and 5. You get if 2, 4, and 5 do personal multi-argument or anybody down that line, immediately the second one will be ticked. Then minimum of 2 moving. That means when you're number 2 and number 3, they do personal monthly achievements. You get it will be ticked too. Then 10%. So if one is producing, let's say 2 points, the other just has to produce like 0.2. You get if one person gets to do personal monthly achievements in that other side of the stronger one, you get immediately be ticked. Immediately everything is ticked. That total prime requirement achieved will be ticked. So immediately this thing will change to you are now qualified for the month of February. So I think your question was answered. As a distributor, as you continue to do your personal monthly achievements alone, or even with your teammates, and it does not get to 10 points yet, it will still be XXX because there's no distributor prime. There's no prime position for distributor until you get to silver executive. So I hope that was answered well, sir. Okay, understood. Thank you so much. Amos Toluwani said she can't. I hope she later got to hear. Okay, I hope she later got to hear. Okay, any other question, please? Any other question? Any other question, please? Okay, if you have any question, you can always drop it on the group. The group is an open group. It's just for Global, talking about Global. We don't want unnecessary things. Those of you that did not attend yesterday, please go and watch the first batch. That's part 1 of that first presentation. Part 2 will be uploaded when I have power supply. We've already done the thumbnail and everything, so it's going to be uploaded. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for waiting, and thank you so much for waiting to the end. So the next presentation is on Saturday. Next training is on Saturday, and it's also going to be powerful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's have a wonderful day. Thanks.